You doing? Happy Sunday. How you doing, beautiful people? Where's my pen? Okay. So yeah, today we're gonna be treating the Slayqueens, Slaymamas, and Baddies in Nigerian culture. My plan today was to have 4 friends, and well, I got two's consents, and yeah, I'm so sure they will do justice to the topic. Hey, Ife,
Hi,
ID.
Steven. I'm okay. I'm fine. How are you?
I'm fine. Man, it's been how many years now? Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. And I had a very better setup for you guys. I'm pained because Deborah Officer told me, yeah, as much as she would love to join, she told me she owes me, she's gonna join me in one session. But this
Yeah.
week is not just a very good week for her.
Or
I'm like, oh jeez.
like
Dana,
I even struggled to make it today.
I know, eyes in. I love you. Thank you.
Oh,
Thank you very much. And Dana, I would understand if Dana didn't join because she told me
yeah.
our time will be 11 p.m. Even though she gave
Yeah.
me a concert. So I understand if now abroad we deal. I understand the struggle when someone tells me it's 11 p.m. and well, hopefully she will join. But I will.
Yeah.
But to Tani, I'm going to say this now so that Tani will listen. Yeah. Does Tani have an idea that I'm going to name my daughter after her? I bet she does that. I
Of
swear.
course it doesn't.
I'm telling you, my hands on the Bible right now. That's the name I'm giving my daughter. I'm serious. So that's to know. I know you're laughing like you feel like
I
so later.
actually wish she was listening. Anyway, if you say it, I'm sure. Hi, Kashi. I just saw Kashi's message. Anyway,
Yeah. I'm naming her after. I'm naming my daughter after that name,
that's
not
very,
the character.
very nice. That's
But
actually very
Tani
actually hot.
Tani doesn't have a bad character as well. But you know what I mean. The name is so
So the
sweet
name
to me.
is very nice,
Yeah.
actually. Very
Iferolayo.
nice.
To me,
Yeah.
this is the
Mhm.
certified Lagos Baddie, but she doesn't
Who?
want to accept you.
Please. I'm innocent.
But
Hmm.
I'll do your introduction real brief so that we can jump into that other conversation.
Yeah.
Ife is my colleague back in Nigerian stock journalism, and I love her energy so much and her vibe. One thing about Ife is that Ife is always living her truth and saying her truth, and there is something I love about you as well, and you're a rap head, just like Adoga and me. You've
Mm.
always been a big Biggie fan. I always see that from afar. If my memory system serves me
Oh,
well,
yeah,
yeah.
correct.
And aside from that, I notice how much people love you. And trust me, I don't think that is because
I'm not aware of this
yeah,
love.
it's just true. Like people like you, but it's because of your bluntness. Everybody tries to like, I don't want to be on the bad side of Ife because when you are when you're on that bad side, Ife will let you know, "Alaye, this is how you are." But
Yeah, sure.
we need prototypes of that in our society when people are not, malice oriented. They tell you
I agree.
when they are not, in agreement with you. And to me,
Yeah.
I find that as a very enviable character. Thank you for
Thank you.
saying yes and jumping on board on this session with me. I
You're
don't take it
welcome.
for
Thank you
granted.
for having me.
Thank you very much. So, to be honest, I wouldn't say much on Street and Cathedral, but trust me, I'm building something and it's working.
Thank you.
What I'm building, I can only leverage on you, intelligent people, my friends,
Yeah.
my colleagues that I know so far,
I
and
just
that
got a message from Diane asking if I joined.
ah
Anyway, let's keep going. I hope she's. Oh, she said she just woke up,
oh
so I'm hoping she will join us soon.
okay
But if you have another device where you can send her a message that she should join, that I'm already here,
okay
you should, because I don't want to leave
yeah
the live
I
here.
do yeah
Okay.
um I'll just tell her that if face live.
Yeah.
So um let's jump into the heart of the conversation because the time I really want to manage time.
Yeah. Thank you.
So the topic says the slay queens, the slay mamas, and the baddies. So the way I'll be honest with you, people like me, we are confused. because there was a time we started using Slayqueens. In fact, the musician they infused that lyrics into their music.
Yeah.
SlayMama. Then we started hearing Baddies, and this comes with some sort of ladies now separating themselves that no, I'm a baddie, you a SlayQueen, you a SlayMama. I'm like, okay. So it's not just like it's a new term. It's actually people now pitching tent to the fact that no, I'm a baddie, you're a SlayMama, you're a SlayQueen. I'm like, okay, let's have this conversation, because I think this is also affecting, it has evolved into our relationship mindset and our marriage. So can you just break it down for us, what you understand by the differences of these prototypes of women, SlayQueen, SlayMama, and Baddie? Then we'll just move into the conversation.
Okay. Well, for me, I feel like they don't mean anything in particular. Like, they're just slangs, right? And these slangs like came about like different generations. Because the Baddies thing now, I think, is more of a Gen Z thing.
Okay.
The SlayMama, SlayQueen, okay, maybe millennials came up with that one, but they don't mean anything. Like, it doesn't make sense. It just slangs to make like conversations more fun. That's the way I see it, right? Okay. I don't think it's just like a word, a slang like you attribute to certain people.
Okay, so
that maybe look a certain way, or yeah.
Okay, Ife, so when you say millennial, I know you're a millennial. Although to me, you're Baddie, but I know you're a millennial. So, but when you say these, so do you mean that what the belief system of the millennials right now, what they believe to be sociable at the point when they were calling themselves either SlayMama or whatever, is not different from what the Baddie is actually,
I think it's different, because what I remember, let me just speak from my own point of view. What I remember is like SlayMama or SlayQueen was just someone who was well put together, who knew how to dress up, who knew how to like, who look good. Killer. Yes, basically. But like comparing that to Baddies, or what I knew as Baddies, is just someone that is is more than the dress code. Okay. Basically, like the Baddies it also has to do with like personality.
Okay.
Right.
Now we are going somewhere.
I think that's the only difference. Maybe the personality thing.
Okay. Yeah. So there's an outcry now, and I'm just going to ask this directly: slay or stay? That's the outcry from most guys now, because they feel like the modernization of everything around us now has given women some sort of wokeness. Now, many people are choosing to slay, and you know what I mean. There is a lot of
we have men that are Slayqueens too, please. Like there are men that act like Baddies too. So it's not just
there are men that are Baddies now.
Yes.
See Jesus Christ. See Jesus. So where would you pitch yourself, your tent with, about slaying and staying? Many people want to stay at that trending personality, and some people are saying, look, I really want to key myself into relationship and love. This has been an hiccup these days, where people are now saying, no, I would just rather slay, and that slay means maybe stay single, be my space, just patronize sex for my own pleasure at my own terms, on my own terms, rather than stay in a relationship. What's your view about that, and why has our society tilted towards that kind of conversation?
Yeah. So for me, I feel like it's like I don't see anything wrong with like being in a relationship with a baddie or a SlayQueen or whatever, right? To me, it's just like some men just don't like women that have an opinion or have strong opinions. Let me put it that way, right? They get admired, they admire such women. They want that kind of woman like this from afar. But once they get that woman, they want to suppress her, and they don't want her to be as outspoken as she typically would be. So, I don't think there's anything wrong in being a SlayQueen and also wanting to be a family person. I don't know. Maybe I don't understand your question completely, but
you're on point.
Am I okay? Yeah. So I don't think there's anything. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think there's anything much to it.
Let me speak from the main angle now, and we're going to have a big argument right now. You said some men admire such a lady from afar. So what about if I am a cultural person and I'm letting you know that a woman should actually be?
And that's fine. Just go for your cultural woman. No, very simple.
Wait. Let me land. Let me land. What I mean is, not you being subjected to me or not having a voice, but in a way, let us work hand in glove, be supportive, and instead of us trying to have this kind of torso of power, whatnot. So
Yeah,
I don't know if you get my picture or my
I
point.
understand. Are you
So
talking
what do you
about
think?
feminism or like equality, or is
Exactly.
that what you're
You're
trying to get
smart,
at?
of course. You're very smart. Yeah, yeah, that's my point.
Well, I just feel like any reasonable man, anybody that has like anyway, I'm not throwing shit at anybody, sure, but anybody that wants to catch shit, now you get your hand, catch them. But for my own belief is that any man that is reasonable, that actually has a very
Dana,
working mind,
1 second.
I
Dana,
like
please,
it.
you can click on the first icon there and request to join this video. I'll just accept. It's always easier that way. Yeah, land your thoughts, please.
Yeah, I was saying that a reasonable person, every reasonable person should be a feminist, in my opinion, because it's very simple. I understand that we have extremists who, make it sound like a cult or some, unreasonable, what's it called? What's that
Movement,
word? Movement.
ideology.
Thank you very much. That's the exact word I was looking for. So, and it shouldn't be like, it's very, very simple. It just means a woman should be like equally heard, and all of that. Like that's how me I see it. Not picking one person as the superior gender. That doesn't make any sense to me, because why should this person, what is it about this person
That
that
makes
should make them the superior
superior gender.
gender?
So that means in
Mm-hmm.
a nutshell, Rolayo, you have
Yeah.
issue with the biblical teaching that says that women should be
Me, I
subject unto
don't care
God.
for biblical teachings. I care for logic and what makes sense.
Okay,
You
that's
understand?
fair enough. That's
I'm
fair.
not a religious person who will follow what one person wrote because, like, that's fine. I'm not cheating on those who, believe in that. But personally, I'm a logic person. Like, it has to make sense to me. That's
Okay.
my
Now,
thing.
ladies and gentlemen, you see why I told you that she's a certified Baddie now. You can see.
I'm not a bad man, simple babe.
Well, I understand that. Actually, I always tell people that I was raised by a widow. I respect women a lot, and
Yeah.
of course, if not for the influence of a woman, what do I mean a woman? Women in my life, beautiful women, I will be nothing. I've got sister, I've got nieces, I've got my mom. I cherish my mom. I wrote my autobiography for my contact lens, the son of the widows. That's for you to know that I stand for what women represent. But
Mm-hmm.
I will be speaking because I'm the only man here in this conversation.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
not necessarily speaking my mind. I'm just necessarily
You better
speaking.
speak your mind too.
Yeah, I will. That's what I
Mhm.
just did now. But
Okay.
now let's talk about the sugar daddy dilemma. We can't lie.
Okay.
This has become an influx in our society, and it has affected our relationship, marriages, and all.
How's it? Sugar mom is uncle.
Uh, do we actually find that as a problem vis-a-vis sugar daddies? I don't know because I'm not in that league, honestly.
The only reason why you might think it's not really balanced is because first of all it's a man's world, right? Men make more money than women, right?
Are you sure
So
in recent times?
no, yeah,
Okay.
definitely even in recent times, yes.
They
So
make more
obviously
money than
because of
women.
that, yes.
Wow.
So it's easier to find like what's it called? More sugar daddies than sugar moms, even though sugar moms are more low key than
Eh,
sugar
Wait.
daddies.
Come
But
again. Even though
sugar
sugar
moms
daddies are
are
more
more low
low key,
key than sugar daddies.
low key.
Because men have audacity, because they know that the world will always excuse their bad behavior. So they are more like open about their rubbish
So
compared to women.
so now, would you blame that dilemma on just men alone?
No, I won't blame it on anybody.
Okay.
I won't blame it on
Okay.
anybody. I feel like it's a thing of choice,
Now
right? Like,
I wish I was saving this for Diana, and I'm going to ask her this when she comes on board.
yeah, no
Never,
problem.
never in my lifetime have I found more beautiful women in a generation than this. To me, I'm yet to see one single ugly woman. I'm serious.
Uh,
I don't know
I
why
don't know
that is
about that
so.
though, but I know that
I don't know
even
why.
what people consider ugly, I'm sure they have a bunch of men on their case.
Well, to me, because everybody seems so beautiful to me. Maybe because there's a lot of fashion padding, makeup, blah blah blah. I don't know, but everybody just seems very. So why does it seem as if with that influx of beautiful women, we have the high rise and patronage of dating app? Because these days, I want to understand right now. You guys are so beautiful. You look at Diana, look at Cash, look at. I'm serious.
Okay.
I'm not even flattering. I
I'm
swear.
looking to you.
I swear. It's like you guys
Mm.
know the perfect clothes for your, for your stature, the perfect look,
Sorry.
perfect thing to wear, perfect.
Oh
And
my
once
days.
I'm serious, and once we see you in the function in an event, we don't even know where to look anymore. Everybody just seems so beautiful. But why? Why has it been that even in this generation as such, we have high rise and patronage of dating app?
No,
What is
dating
going on?
apps for me is just like an what's the word, evolution. Like it's just technology advancement, basically. It's just
Oh,
like how we have remote jobs now, right? You don't have to show up physically to get a job, to work a job rather, not to get a job. Well, not to get a job. So we have like remote virtual interviews and whatnot, right? So it's just technological, like technology advancements, in my opinion. It's nothing too deep. You have people who don't like to go out of their house, who don't like to socialize, right? But they want to meet someone. So dating apps are like a good way of doing that. Instead of leaving your house or having to be match made by someone when you're not sure of the person, dating apps give you the chance to actually have conversations and see if you're
you really
interested
like
in
the
moving
person.
forward with a person or a bunch of people. So
So, okay, with this thing going on right now, do you think the influence of social media has also added to this reality check? Or
yeah, of course, social media definitely has an influence in every aspect of our lives. Like you can't take that one away from it. So
and
yes.
with the clickbaiting, the need for acceptance, and being patronized. Oh, you're beautiful enough. Do you really think that has actually also evolved the kind of women you guys were from the millennium to this Baddie session that we are experiencing right now? You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I don't think you would care to.
Yeah, I definitely don't care in that regard.
I think
And
most.
I don't follow fashion trends. Like I'm a very basic human being fashion wise. I'm
That's
very
why the
simple.
baddies. That's why the baddies call you Slaymamas. That's what they
Ah,
call you.
okay. I don't know. Because even in the era of SlayMamas, me, I was a simple, basic human being. So
Okay.
maybe Diane can relate more to that, yeah, but yeah, definitely
Yeah.
not me.
What is taking Dana so long? Dana. Okay. Well, I've saved. I'm saving two questions for her already. Then we move
Yeah.
to the fashion. What has actually played out in all these prototypes of women we have right now
Yeah.
when it comes to fashion? Because it seems as if from fashion right now we can say that, oh, I think Olayo is a baddie. Or do you really think that's actually a very um, wrong
I
thing?
mean, because different people have different meanings for a word, a particular word. Just like how in Yoruba, we have one word that has multiple meanings. In other languages, too, it's the same thing,
Yeah.
right? Some people can look at you because you maybe dress scantily or you're wearing skimpy stuff. They might call you a baddie. Some people might see you and see that, okay, maybe you have like a very, what's the word now, a very vibrant personality. They might call you a baddie, not because you dressed in a kind of way or
Which
anything
is the
like
reason,
that. So there are different
which is the reason
reasons.
why I call you a baddie, though. It's because of your personality. That's why I'm calling you a
Okay.
baddie.
So like people call people different words for different reasons. So that's what,
Okay,
yeah.
okay. So, well, in that, I really think to some certain degree, I stand to be corrected. I really think
Yeah.
fashion actually can also play a trick with these words because uh, comfortability of maybe
Mhm.
your millennials around some
Yeah.
fashion trends, they might just feel like
Yeah.
I think I'm too grown for this. So, and the younger ones who are now baddies could
Yeah.
say, "Oh, more, this is exactly what I have to." Now Diana is in the building. Yeah, you get what I mean. Like, I don't think Iferolayo want to go with. You might want to tilt with Tiwa Savage kind of dress sense in some ways, even if you want to go. Diane, how you doing?
I swear to
Ifeme.
God, look, I'm just getting up. I'm so sorry. Like
Man, let
you
me
have no
first say
idea.
that thank
I'm
you, thank
tired.
you, thank you, thank
My
you, thank you so
days.
much. Thank you very much. Like
Ifeme, welcome. Oh. Have fun. Oh.
I'm fine.
Late comer.
I said I wanted to set the four friends up before.
Mm.
I reached out to Deborah Ofeswa
Yeah.
and Tammy, but
Diana, what
but Deborah is quite busy this week.
Sorry.
And
Uh-huh.
how are you doing?
Oh, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. Sorry. So
So
I think
yeah,
I
we
messed
are
up the
the heart of
time.
the
Like I messed
conversation.
up the time difference because long story. Pretty much I got off work by midnight, and
Mm-hmm.
then I kind of just like slept through half of it.
It's okay. It's okay. I understand.
Yeah, she's not okay. You should be ashamed of yourself. I don't care.
I know. I'm very
Change
ashamed.
the alarm.
I'm very
Okay, next time.
ashamed. I'm,
Thank you
I'm
very
just
much,
so tired. Sorry. I
Bele.
apologize.
Sorry.
Okay. So
Anyway, welcome.
we,
Have you?
we are the heart of the conversation already. So I saved two questions for you. Relayo has been killing the conversation already. So my
Hallelujah.
question to you about dating app is this. Diana, why does it seem as if these days you all are beautiful? You look good.
Yeah.
And I've never seen an influx of such beautiful women in my lifetime
Mm,
compared to these days. But
yeah.
then there's been high patronage of dating app. What is really going on with all this, evolution of culture? Does it seem like something is missing that we don't know, or something is wrong?
S- so I wouldn't necessarily say something is missing. I feel like dating in general has changed over time.
Yep.
And like before, people could just generally meet people anywhere. And I'm not saying those things don't still happen. People still meet people anywhere, but I feel like people are so engulfed in their lives now, and then people have so much going on. It's either you're working or you're trying to hustle, start a business. Basically, people are trying to chase money, and nobody really has time to meet anyone the traditional way anymore. So then came dating apps, which made things easier for people. So it's like if you want to meet someone, you can just go online, look at their profile, their likes, dislikes. It makes it shorter, sort of, right? And then you can
Mhm.
see if you guys are compatible, blah, blah, blah.
Exactly.
Now, wait till dating apps in Nigeria to me is
Mhm.
different
Okay.
Mhm.
because yeah, no, it's different because what people generally use dating apps for in Nigeria is I don't want to go too deep in it, but I feel
Just say it
like
took up. Just say hook up,
honestly,
ba. But
that's
it's
what it
not only
is.
Nigeria. It's not exclusive to Nigeria now.
It's not exclusive to Nigeria, but like
Exactly.
it's a lot, right? And
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying like there are people who go on these dating apps and still not find people who
Something
they want,
serious.
but
Yeah.
that percentage is really small compared to people who are using it to
And funny
like there's
enough,
an
my own
app,
experience.
like
Finish.
there's
Yeah.
an app if you like on the Apple Store, there's an app, or I don't know, maybe on iOS or Android, but there's an app called Olushua.
I,
And no,
I wouldn't
I'm
know that.
like
The
I'm really
mouth.
serious.
If you
I
open your eyes,
see
open your
girls. No, because I saw it. I saw it. I
Man.
said, wait, what?
I mean,
Hey, no, no, but this is
it
serious.
sounds funny enough. I think it's very brilliant, actually. The name, like, yeah,
So
it's very
like you already
brilliant, straight to the
know what
point.
if you're
it's
signing up for
brilliant.
apps like that, you already
Yeah,
know.
I
Yeah,
think it's brilliant. Like, it's a very brilliant idea to make an app like that. It's very straight to the
it's
point and all of that.
to
So,
the
yeah.
point. It's
Okay,
like if
okay.
that's what you're looking
I
for,
get your
just go
point.
to
I
these
get your point.
apps,
Mm-hmm.
right? If that's what you're looking for, just go to these apps. But
Yeah.
like dating apps in general, I wouldn't say they're bad. I feel like people have met amazing people on dating apps. People
Yeah, I
have
was going
gone
to
ahead
say.
to people
I
have
know
gone
Okay,
people have,
ahead
second
to
question for you,
like,
I have
Diana.
friends who have gotten married off meeting on dating apps.
of
And honestly,
course.
my experience of being on dating apps, to be honest, was only one I've been on Sha. So like you see multiple men screaming, "Oh, can you come? No hookup." Now them shouts pass, no hookup. Who asked you, bro? Like, so who is now patronizing these hookup people? And let's even see, like these ones that scream, "Oh no, come!" But first of all, that was already one of, like, for me, I had red flags I looked out for while I was on these apps, right?
Yeah.
If I see you screaming no hookup or anything like that, I'm swiping left, right? But I'm pretty sure these people that shout or scream no hookups on their profiles, if you swipe
Yeah.
right on these people, you get talking to them, they're the ones that want to do hookup. They're the ones.
Yeah, which is
So
true, yeah.
all these, like the red flags for me on dating apps were that one, and then guys that are very very flashy, super flashy, all their pictures flashy, flashy, flashy. Why are you trying to impress with all of those
I know.
things? You
A lot
probably
of
don't even
times it's
have
just
those
catfishing.
things.
A lot of
Those
times
things are probably not
it's
even yours.
catfishing.
Like,
Yeah.
not even your, it's probably not even your picture. That's another thing. You're right, Diana, with that catfishing thing, right?
Yep.
And Like, so these hookup bands, guys too go on those apps to look for women that they swindle of money. Like they swindle,
Yeah, 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 yeah.
they scam the, like,
Living
I
daylights.
think the fraud in dating apps is even more on the men's side, to be honest. Like men, like they scam women a lot on these
Yeah,
dating apps.
that's true.
Wow,
Like,
wow, wow. Okay,
That's true.
Dana, second question
Yeah,
for you.
yeah.
Let's talk about the power dynamics going on right now. It has always been a towards you when the younger generation that are thinking towards trending activities like the baddies right now they call themselves.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know where you want to classify yourself, but because you're a millennial, let me just classify you to Slaymama, right? And let's leave.
Please, please,
SlayMama.
no, 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 please,
Oh,
none of that,
you
please,
want to be a
nah.
baddie, right? You're a baddie.
No, no, no,
Baddie
no.
do.
Okay, okay. All right.
Oh my
However you want
days.
to, So what I'm saying is there's always been a towards you like that. So let's talk about the power dynamics. And I want you to explain actually what is going on because right now people are separating the wheat from the chaff and saying, no, I'm a baddie, she's a slay mama, she's a slay queen. I've listened to some podcast and I'm like, I thought it has just been
Podcast.
some sort of what do you say?
No, I just like
Podcast.
exclaimed.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just like what I said, I thought they were just names, but
Mm.
now people are giving it some sort of terminology that no, it's not just name. It has to do with some age. It has to do with some fashion, appearances, whatnot. So, what do you think about all these power dynamics going on?
Wait, first of all, I don't even know the difference between SlayMama and Baddie. Let me just tell
My
you right now.
sister, we dancing you
Like,
on this live earlier. Like, are you sure you were sleeping? Because to me, they are the same thing.
like the
Anyway,
same
finish
thing.
your
No,
answer.
really,
I swear to God, like, where did, what?
really,
It's just
Are we living on that rock?
my
Wait,
sister.
no,
Like,
no,
no.
no. There's no,
There's a podcast. I wish I would have sent that podcast to. There's a podcast I
yeah.
listened to, where these white ladies were saying that they were their bodies, and the other ones trying to talk about the conventional things like relationship, cooking
Mm.
for a man, this and that. That you guys are just slay queens. You need a king, and the slay mamas are the. You know what I mean? Yeah. In the podcast, I listened
So
to it,
direct.
wait,
and they were
so
separating the old thing and saying, no, we are bodies. We don't give a f. Excuse my
Yeah.
French about all this.
I
We just
mean,
want to
you
we
know,
want to have
it's
our
not
man
over
on our
here.
own terms
So
and
it's
blah blah.
your channel.
so wait, oh. So there's a difference between Slay Queen,
Slay
Baddies,
mama
and
and
Slay
body.
Mama.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, they all mean the same thing to me.
Okay.
Literally,
Those
like,
girls
bam,
who were classifying it, they're classifying it to make themselves feel better. But
Okay.
the truth is, you guys are all in the same WhatsApp group. You're all
bam.
you're all
Like,
in the same
bro,
Instagram
that's
group
what I
chat.
said.
Like there's no difference, and I don't get it. Maybe it's the new generation, the Gen Zs, that are trying to classify the whole things and saying, "Oh no, we are baddies." Maybe millennials are like slay queens, slay mamas, or whatever. I'm sorry, they're all the
Mhm.
same thing
Okay.
because I'm still trying to figure out the difference. If they're saying they're going by age, are they saying they will graduate from baddies to slay queens, then to slay mamas?
Maybe mindset. Maybe some people right
So
now.
maybe then
Because
Alpha will coin another word other than body, and
Maybe.
then it's continue like
because
Maybe.
yeah,
I
yeah,
don't know.
honestly, it's no difference. There's really no difference because if you
Okay.
ask me, I'm like, I'm just still on the sidelines wondering what are these girls talking about. There's no all of you are the same thing, you
I
know?
I decided to talk about this
Yeah.
from what I heard from that podcast because I was confused at this. I just felt like, okay, who are my friends? I could. Then I said, oh, let me call these four guys,
So
and maybe it will be an happy reunion as well.
question. So when you were calling us, what was the reasoning behind calling us? Was it like, oh, okay, let me call Deborah, Tani, Rolayo,
Yeah.
Diana because what they are slay queens or slay
No, no, no,
mamas
no,
or
he
no,
thought
no, no,
baddies?
no, no.
we were slave queens.
Because
So let's
no.
don't clarify them now.
Were we slay queens? We're not even close.
No. Aside from the fact that I was trying to set you guys up for a
Mm,
very good laugh
mm,
and reunion,
Mm-hmm.
mm.
How
I
work
felt,
out
I
for you?
feel, and I
Yeah.
still, what do
How
you
about
say?
that work out for you? Because
Yeah.
honey,
I
you try,
feel.
try.
Thank you. I feel today
Mm-hmm.
that you guys are one of those people I've met,
Yeah.
and I would classify you guys as you have this kind of I'm not sorry to say you have a modern way of reasoning and carrying yourself. And by
Thank you.
virtue of that, you guys are obviously beautiful.
Mm.
Thank
And you are
Thank you.
exposed. When I mean
Yeah.
exposed, in the positive side, please.
Mm-hmm.
Please, Olayo,
you.
please, on the positive side. I mean, you know, I don't want Olayo's thing.
Ah,
So, you know, so by virtue of that, I know you guys are also, you know, well traveled. You're in Lagos,
Mm-hmm.
you
Mm-hmm.
know, so, but
not me.
you're urban ladies, precisely. So you know what is going on.
Not travel
So,
to me. I'm in Lagos. I'm in Lagos, Baddie in quotes.
yeah. So, so I just felt like, okay, maybe you guys will do justice to these confusion that we have, you know. And yeah, now that you've made that known, I just have two more questions and that's all. I don't want to waste your time. But you guys owe me 10 minutes because Diana was late and Gola also was late. So I'm taking
Dana,
my 10 minutes back.
Dana go make up for those 10 minutes. So me, I
Okay,
kept.
why was late
I was
too?
here 5 o'clock. I was waiting for you for your this thing. But let's see how it goes, Sha.
Just two more questions.
Oh
Okay.
yeah,
Now let's
go.
talk about romantic realities now.
Is that romantic?
So yeah, these days, what are the romantic realities? And I want you to also draw, if you feel free to draw from personal experiences about what has been your funniest misunderstanding of, you know, you've encountered in this modern day or evolved, you know, romantic realities as things actually change.
Okay. Just for clarification purposes, when you say what has been our funniest experience in terms of what, like dating?
Yeah, dating or are you married? I'm sorry,
Yes,
are you
I
married?
am. Yes, I
Oh,
am.
congratulations! I don't
Oh,
know.
thank
Oh,
you.
I did. Okay.
Uh,
Dana, you've
okay.
broken news to all your fans like this. So I'm like, all the WhatsApp group chats will be going off now. Like, you know that I was married.
Eh, like they can hit me later, but right now they can watch the live.
As in, that's not
That's
cup of
that
tea.
honestly, yeah, that's
Mhm.
their headache.
Yep.
But I don't know. That's a lot. Um, so let me say before I met my spouse now, it was just it, I
Okay,
don't
should
even
I
know where
go
to
first?
start. Please go
Me
first because
thinking, oh, don't
um,
when I'm done, I don't have a lot to say oh, because you know me, I don't really men irritates me mostly. But anyways, generally, right, I haven't been on a lot of dates because people are badly behaved.
yeah, I
Right,
agree.
not just men, but obviously I'm heterosexual, right? Attracted to men, so I'm going to speak on that,
Mm,
in that direction rather. And people are very badly behaved,
true.
very badly behaved. That's the
Mm.
truth, right? So me, I've not really had any. I won't say I've had any funny experiences because I don't even have the patience to wait for you
I,
to show me that you're
I I believe that.
first of all.
I believe that.
And
You know, I told her that she's a Lagos baddie, and she said, "Good dash me." You act
ah,
like.
No, you don't understand. Not everybody has the patience for
nah,
BS to be
I really
to
don't.
be
And I'm
honest. And Ife
fine.
is
And
one of
another
them.
thing, another thing is I've actually made peace with the fact that I might be single for like I might not end up. I like the idea of romance,
Yeah,
married, everything. I love it. I'm
yeah,
a hopeless,
yeah.
completely
Romantic.
hopeless. Like anybody that knows me knows this. Like in fact, I cry at weddings. I'm a wedding crier.
Yeah,
That's show you how deep
very
in
true.
romance I am. Do you
Very
understand?
true.
Right? But I'm not now going to say because I really want this for myself or whatever. I'll now just be
Yeah,
settling for abash and nonsense and bad behavior and everything. And the thing is, if what you allow will continue, right?
yeah.
People will show you yama yama behavior and expect you to stay with it
Mm-hmm.
or go ahead with it
Mm-hmm.
because they have money. In my own experience, because they have money. Like
Mm-hmm.
I've met guys that have money that they feel like, oh, can you come because there's money, maybe you should. Like they try some nonsense and they see that okay, I'm not having it. Then they would feel like okay, maybe I'll come back because I know that there's this money there. I don't collect things from guys, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't
She's
collect
right. She does it.
stuff from guys. So like you cannot
Mm-hmm.
impress me with anything in this life you have
Mm-hmm.
other than good character.
Yeah.
Mm,
Other
mm,
than good
mm, mm.
character and good
And that
values.
seems
And I
and
think
that seems to be like
honestly,
a
and I think that
bane.
was one of the things that even we had in common as friends was that we are not people that are moved like by material things. And
Like
honestly, in terms of maybe you say baddies, maybe that's what separates us from them because they are moved
Yeah, yeah,
by what they see and how much a man has in his pockets. They
yeah.
don't care about the character. In fact, you
yeah,
can
I
be
mean
telling
it's
them, you
very
know what, I'll
important
give you,
for me
yeah,
that you have money. Oh. It's very, very I'm not saying
no,
that
money is
if
nice. Money is
very it's not
nice,
nice, it's
but
important.
money
Gotta
is
have it.
nice.
You must
But
have it.
like, yeah, like, but like, money will
But I
not
won't be
necessarily
because
make
of that,
me,
basically. Yes.
yeah, money will
Like,
not necessarily make me stay with you. But your character
exactly.
is everything. Because
Mm-hmm.
well, the so-called baddies that you're talking about these days, they can be with a guy that will tell them that, okay, you know what, I'll beat you up every Friday, I'll give you this amount of money.
Bro,
You know,
like
and like they will be
they would
there,
like
like really early, they will
timetable
not be
for
late.
brushing. But as long as
Exactly.
the money is entering steady, no problem.
Exactly.
Bad clothes is
So
fine.
so far, like what she said, character for me is everything. And even in my own experience, because I went out on dates. I went on a lot of dates, right? And when I say I went out on a lot of dates, please, I wasn't dating these people. Like we just went out
Yeah,
for
I
like
know I'm money.
dinner. No, I don't actually. But we went out for like dinner, and then that was it.
Mm-hmm.
And it actually helped me to understand men. I have brothers, but it actually helps me to understand men a little better. And the way they think and reason is very different from how women think and reason.
Yeah,
Um, Men actually think if I have money, I'm successful, that's enough, right?
exactly.
They don't care about their bad character. They don't care about bad home training. If their upbringing was horrible, hygiene poor, they don't care about those
Ah,
things. They just care like, as long as I
hygiene,
have the money and I'm successful, yes, women will gravitate
hygiene.
towards me. Don't
You
get
let
me
me use
wrong,
the
certain
opportunity to
women.
tell men out there, please take care of yourselves. Take your personal grooming very serious. Please, please, and please.
No, but
Like,
she's not wrong.
because trust me, you see a well put together person outside looking fresh, clean. When you go to their living quarters,
They are
the things
they are
your eyes will
paparazzi.
see.
I'm telling you,
God damn.
they are hoarders.
Nah, it's disgusting. It's very disgusting.
Mm.
It is
Mm.
No.
nah, it's not it
So
at
it's
all.
like yeah, so it's like for me, like they think that, once I have the money, I'm successful, women will gravitate towards me. And don't get me wrong, there are women that will do that.
Yeah, and those
But
women are also
they're
enablers, and they're the reason why
enablers.
people
Yeah.
keep misbehaving most of the
Yep.
time.
But women that know their self-worth, women that know who they are and are comfortable in who they are, and they might be attracted to you like physically because on the outside you clean up really good. But then
Yeah.
once they learn who you are, really, they don't stay. But then the other ones, which is baddies or whatever you call them, they will stay because they're like, I don't care as long as some of them will even tell you, I don't care like if he's with three, four other women, as long as he's taking care of me, I am good. You know?
Precisely.
So it's like you will meet a lot of different characters. You meet the ones that their tempers are so short
Hmm.
that just because you tell them, okay, I'm going home, or if you're not feeling the date anymore and you start to cut it short, they will get upset because I've been in an experience like that where I I saw it, I caught on quickly. I felt like, oh, this person is very,
Sure.
very short tempered and this is not good. And I was like, oh, what, I'm tired, I don't feel so good, I want to go home.
Hmm.
And I kid you not, even the car ride home, he was just going 0 to 100,
But you
talking
try
about
you. You can't ride home, you enter in car. Me,
For,
no,
you know why
I
that
didn't
kind
get
of
to where I
person
was
cannot be
going.
with me
No,
again because
I
I
didn't get
swear
to where I
to
was going.
God,
I
the
just told him to
person who will
stop,
be
and
physically
I got
violent
down.
towards me,
wow.
Yeah.
the person that will try
You know,
that thing with me. I don't care about police or anything. I have 5 brothers, but I don't my brothers for things like that. Even right from when we were young, my brothers used to fight my battles for me. But I will deal with that person. That person will know that you don't fuck up. If I have to pay agberos on the streets to deal with, I will do. See, I must do my own back. Like I must do my own back in tenfold. If there's
wait,
anything I believe in this life is
wait.
revenge.
I love this conversation because one way,
Yes.
one way
Mm-hmm.
or the other, I swear to God, this is the reason why I want Tani also here. I knew you guys were. I
I know
swear,
Can
you
you
guys just
say very
happen.
stupid man?
Let me
I
tell you.
knew, I knew this was coming. And I love what you guys have just discussed just now. You've summarized from your ideology, from what Diana and you have summarized, even saying that you guys are not driven by material things. You killed it from that mind.
Yeah.
For me, you've described what you represent as woman, you as a
Hmm.
lady, and what you're looking out for. And what I even love more is because I'm a married person. You will see
Yeah.
one of my friends' reaction laughed. He's married. You've mentioned some deal breakers that women thought the biggest deal breaker could have been me cheating. But now
That's
you,
the biggest
yeah,
too. Please.
yeah, I know.
Please,
But you
let's
saying something
backtrack
like
it.
hygiene, you
Yeah,
saying
top
something
of
like
the
being
list.
short tempered.
But it's not
A
the
lady
only
could,
thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
a lady could be watching out for herself and feel like this guy is going to beat me one day with his
Mm-hmm.
short temperedness and
Yeah.
yeah,
some other deal breakers as well, which you've outlined, and I love that. And I also appreciate the fact that you guys were very blunt with it.
yeah.
Who else would I have called here without no pretense that would have just
Hey,
nailed it on the
Baddie.
head like that.
Have
So
you?
this moves me to my last question, and this is going to be a two-in-one question.
Mm-hmm.
I
That's how
usually
the media find us and put 3 questions. Say that 2 in 1.
See,
Continue. We're here.
the so this is going to be two, and this is the last, I promise you.
I hear
It's
you.
called cultural mashup and projection into the future. Right now, we are experiencing fusion of culture. You would agree with me,
Yeah.
with the fact that most of us, we are even speaking from the diaspora. A lot of
Yeah.
things we are interacting with a lot of
yeah,
things, and that is actually influencing our worldview,
yeah,
our
yeah.
our cultural inclination, and whatever we put it. And also, what do you think is the future of you know that we're going to evolve into? Is like you predicted right now. You might not be 100% right about all this dating culture, the prototypes of women we are going to keep seeing in our environment, in our society. I love the fact that many women are now standing for their rights, for
Yeah.
their voice, saying this is what I want. They know themselves right now,
Mm-hmm.
and most of them are not accruciating their success to the fact that I have to be under a man, have to be in
Yep.
the shadows of a man, which I respect so much. So, what do you think is going to be the future of you know the future of
I think there might be
this cultural
less
thing going on?
marriages in the
What?
future. I think there might be less marriages in the future.
Yeah.
Either less marriages or like I know the divorce rate is already high, but even higher
Yeah.
in the
Yeah.
future. That's what
Yeah.
I think.
Like
And
we're
then
also
I also think
experiencing,
that
yeah,
I also think that there will be, let's say, other forms of marriage in terms of like people entering marriages for like with certain agreements, or what's the word now? Do we have
prenups,
polyamory now? Do you
yeah,
understand?
Prenuptials, this
like prenups,
prenuptial
Yeah.
yeah,
clause and everything.
So I feel like there'll be different forms of marriage that are not conventional, not what we're used to or what we know now. So that's what I
yeah.
think. That's my prediction.
Wow.
Well, so honestly, for me, I feel like our bet rates is already going down, it's declining. Like
Mm,
she said, divorce rates is high. People no longer look at marriages the way it was before.
yeah.
Women are now more, and if you notice online, there's always gender wars.
Yeah.
Every
Yeah.
single post, like 7 in every 10 posts you see on Instagram, is about women do this, women do
Yep.
that, men do this, don't allow
Yep.
women do this. It's this gender wars, and it's irritating because I've met extremely educated people who have a very useless mindset
Some
and
comments
think,
I have
okay,
seen from
yeah,
people
a
I don't
woman,
have
I have to
sense.
do this. Yes, a woman can't do this, a woman. But that tells you how the dating pool is now. I'm sorry to say this, I'm sorry to use this word, but it is shit. That's how the dating
And
pool
that's
is
what
now.
it is. Why is it
And
sorry to use the words?
yes, but that's
Me?
what it is now
Or the way
because
you cannot
everybody now is
pause on
going.
It fetch
your
his
thing.
story.
Can we not pause here?
No, it's street and
Let us know.
cathedral. So you can street to street. Yeah, it's street and
Oh,
cathedral.
cathedral.
No, no, it's
Sorry.
street
Oh,
and
streets.
cathedral. So
Use
you could
your
street to
sheet
street.
and use your cultural observation.
Okay, but so what I was going to say was that, like she said, I feel like marriages will be looked at differently. I feel like people don't even call it marriage like a marriage anymore. I feel like it's just be like an agreement. And now women are saying like, oh, we already live together, we're already together for years. I don't need it, I don't need a paper to prove that me and you are together. There are going to be more open marriages. People will come out and be more open
100%.
about, okay, yes, we have an open marriage. He can do his thing, I can do my thing. We don't some
And
couples don't even
honestly,
live
to
in the
me, I
same
think it's
houses.
fine as long as both of
Yeah.
you agree, like that amount, and
Yeah, so like
everybody's
yeah, marriage
the
are really
agreements.
going to evolve. And I'm sorry to say this to the men, but they are the ones that are losing
Please
ends.
don't be
Let me explain
sorry
this.
for men
Let me
in this
let me
life. It's
explain this
already
to
a
you
man's
because
world, Diane.
yeah,
Don't be
and
sorry
Ah,
for men.
yes,
God.
because you are fighting the opposite gender. You always want to say a woman is this, a woman is that, a woman is this. You don't need a woman for this. Okay, now maybe your soulmate is a man. That's
Yeah,
fine. Your soulmate might be
100%.
a man, but let's be honest. Most men out
150%.
there are in denial. Their
They
soulmates
are
might
deep
actually be
in the
men, but they
closets.
don't. They
Deep,
don't know.
deep inside the closets. And they know. But I mean, this is a homophobic world, so they are stuck in the closet, which is unfortunate. I mean, I empathize with them, but it
Wow.
is what it
Me,
is.
I like I've learned to listen more, because what we do these days is talk and we don't listen, and that's what I'm trying to bring to the open, for people to actually have diverse perspective, and that's what you've given on this platform, and I appreciate. Like I said, I'm not grounded in this topic. I will just be speaking gibberish if
I
I'm
feel like this topic is
trying
so
to.
broad. We can be
Yeah,
on this
yeah.
time and talk about it all day, but it's still not going to change the fact that the
Yep.
world is a messed up place now. The dating pool
Yeah,
is messed
100%.
up. People are
Hmm.
out for their own personal gains. Nobody really wants to.
Nobody
Nobody's
cares about
genuine.
the next
Nobody
person.
cares at this point. Like people are just moving on vibes, right?
Yeah.
Wow.
Like if I
Selfish
vibe with you now, the energy is
vibes.
great. Yep. If the
Very
energy is
selfish
great, I vibe
vibes.
with you. Tomorrow I can hate you and you might discuss me and move on to the next person. That's how the game is.
Hmm.
Wow.
Don't hate the player,
And men
hate
are fond of
the
those
game.
things, especially. You be
Yeah, and
telling
I feel
some
like
a
women
man
are
that this
like, yeah,
person,
women
their
are now
best
doing
friend,
like
they'll
what
tell you, oh,
men
it's not
do.
friends, we are just friends.
We're just
They'll be acting
friends. No, it's the
oblivious
married
until
ones
they
that
have,
say, oh no, we just live in the same house and we have
like,
children,
what
but
the fuck?
you
Excuse
know,
me, or like
we're
entertain
not
me
really
and
together
saying,
together like
oh,
that.
no, we're just cool. Cool. Okay. Can she
I've
entertain my exes too? Is that fine? Can we both do
it,
that?
yeah. It's just honestly sad, it's horrible, but that's the reality of things. The world is moving.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Junior, she said your soul partner could be a man. You had that right.
100%. Do you know how many men out there
Yeah,
She
whose
said
soulmates are men?
that.
yeah,
Fortunately
And
for
yeah.
some, they're already living their
my
truth
friend
and living their
said
Yes.
best life.
twisted narratives and wrong impressions have been passed. There's a need for independent ladies to fully educate young girls on what it takes and how. What's popular might not be proper. We are finding ways to justify lack of accountability and
Proper, I'm sorry,
discourage.
proper is relative. Proper is relative.
100%.
What might
Yeah,
be proper to you might not be proper to somebody else. You can't come
exactly.
here and preach that,
Especially if you're a
oh, this
religious
is what is
person.
proper. Nah. Because then now you're
Especially
being,
if you're a
yeah.
religious person.
Look,
Keywords.
I have realized like a lot of things that we think that this is how it should be. No, it's relative. And how it should be to you,
Yeah,
right? Don't get me
and
wrong.
most
There
of
are
these
things that
things
society
actually
dictates.
don't favor women. If you think about it, most of these
They
things
really
actually
don't.
subdue
They
women,
really don't.
suppress. Like you just want the woman to be small and just to be submissive, just to not not to live her best life,
Because
basically.
I saw a post that someone was talking about how um men would say they want peace of mind, and when you tell them to describe peace of mind, they just want a property woman that shuts up and
A
whatever.
slave.
Pretty
That's
much
what they
don't say
want.
anything. When I come home, don't talk to me. Just feed me, leave me alone, let me be, right? And a lot of these men that ask, oh, I want 50-50, they don't even know the definition, real definition of
No,
50-50.
no, most
In
of
their
them are
head,
broke. Excuse
yes,
me.
in their
Let's
head,
leave that
50-50 is,
knowledge part.
yes,
I
50-50
will not know what
is
it means.
financial. That is what 50-50 is to most men that say
Yep.
50-50. 50-50 to them is
They don't know
financial.
that
If you take away
it's
the
beyond that.
financial,
Like,
yeah, if you take away the financial
What
factor
about the
out of it,
domestic activities?
exactly,
What
nothing,
about
exactly.
zero,
yeah,
zilch,
yeah.
nothing,
Mm,
nothing. To them, they're like, ah, so no, I'm not like 50-50 when it comes to paying the bills. But that's
I
not
mean,
how it
that's why it's
is.
important to have a conversation before you even get deep with anyone, to
Oh
be
my
honest. These are first
Lord,
questions.
yes.
These are actually
Yes.
first dates questions. You don't have to wait till
wow,
you have multiple
Yes.
this
wow.
they
Yes.
ask you
Stop
out initially.
asking me what my favorite color is. No.
Bruh,
Don't
what are you
ask
going to
me
do with
that.
that?
Don't
What
ask
are
me
you going
that.
to do with that
Is that your
information?
mentality? Are you a 50-50 type of person? What is
I
your own
don't believe
definition of
anybody
50?
be
What's your
saying has
definition of peace
the
of
best
mind?
color safe.
Don't, don't,
Like no
don't ask
people
me.
love
That's the
different
easiest way to
colors,
provoke me.
more than one color.
That's
There's no
the
favorite color.
easiest way.
That's a myth.
That's the easiest way to piss me off. What's your favorite food?
Bruh.
Oh,
I love
God.
all kinds of man. You ask me
Wow,
stupid, foolish questions.
wow,
No, but
Rubbish.
wow.
yeah, unfortunately, yeah. And then the young girls that we have these days, I hate to say it, as much as we can complain about Gen Zs have zero tolerance. Zero.
Yeah, yeah.
They have
And
zero tell. Well,
In every aspect of their
the
life,
only thing is the
zero.
extreme. Me, I admire it to an extent. I'm not even
To
going
an
to lie,
extent,
but I see how it is also
it's
extreme in many cases.
extreme. It's
Many
extreme. It's
cases.
extreme. It's it's like they
They don't
were brought
think of
up.
the
They
consequences
don't.
of what they do many
They
times.
don't. It's
That's
like they
very
don't. They're not
extreme.
even influenced by what their parents are saying. No, they are more influenced by what
It
social media and
concern
what
them.
their peers are saying. That's
Exactly.
I'm telling you. So social media is. If
We
social
don't
media
do
is
those. See us talking about younger generation. Hey, please, excuse me. I'm a Gen Z.
I'm just,
Jesse.
Hey, hey,
yeah,
now
yeah.
wow, slice.
I love this
Like
because
I told my tongue.
you guys are just doing you, and this is what I wanted. I knew I just needed to set the fire and step out of the scene. And I
Yeah.
thank you very much.
I would
Thank
have
you.
been so amazing if Tani,
And
No,
ooh.
Tani have had a lot to say. Funny enough,
I
I
minus her
swear
swear.
to God,
laughter, they have
she's
had
very
a
opinionated
lot
about
to
issues
say,
like this.
especially from the
She was
religious
from
aspects.
the religious
Tani have
aspect
had
as
a
well.
lot to
Yeah,
say,
Yeah.
especially from
I
that. Maybe another time.
Yeah,
Anyways,
but Tani, if you can, you chickened out, Abby, don't worry.
she's a bloody chicken, a foul.
Chicken.
like I said, Dana, and I'm repeating it. I'm actually naming my daughter after Tani, Tani
Oh
Dabiro,
yeah, he said
not after
that.
her personality, but just the name. Uh,
What's wrong
I
with her
fancy the
personality,
What's
name.
wrong
man?
with her personality, please?
Now wow.
Her personality is okay, but
Mm.
Tani to me seems to be just like Olayo, very blunt. Jesus
Of
Christ,
course.
they
Tani
are
is not.
both.
Tani is not, oh.
Who? Tani is blunt.
Tani
Oh.
is
Diana,
not as
refresh your
blunt. No,
memory.
no, no, wait. Tani is not as
Hello,
blunt as Rolayo.
refresh it.
Yeah,
No. Tani is
Olayo could be
not
the
as blunt as
bluntest,
Rolayo.
I
but
think Tani
She's
is what.
blunt.
See, let me tell you, Diana,
She's blunt, but she's not as blunt
worse
as
than me.
you.
Let me
You
tell
see?
you in what sense I mean she's worse than me. Me, I'm
Okay.
very. I choose my words. Like I can be. How
Then
do I explain it now? Before I clear you. I don't give you chance. Where like Tani, if Tani is not in the mood, she can say anything.
she be
Right?
like,
You
but
insult
I
your
like her.
life, your destiny. You
I
think
really
about
like
your
her.
life. Do you understand? But
You know
like,
what it means. You know what it means for me to say I'm going to name my daughter after her. It's not that
no, I,
I don't
I really
expect
like her
anybody
name.
to be
I'm not
hundred
gonna lie.
percent. I don't expect, but it's just to let you know that even back then, I've always been admiring your circle, and I know you guys live your truth. You live your truth, and
if we
that's
don't,
the most
someone's going to
important.
leave it for us.
What do you say
If we don't,
My
somebody's going to leave
sister.
it for us.
Come again?
I said if we don't, nobody's going to leave it for us. We'll
Yeah,
just be
yeah.
deceiving
But
ourselves.
most people it's not common. You know, most people don't live their truth, and
Yes,
that's
people
one thing
living
I
the
appreciate.
now.
Yeah. So,
Anyway, speaking
thank you
of
very
which,
much for.
another thing that people should think about when you're trying to get into anything, better talk to your partner about having children because people be having kids for people that don't care about kids. Like,
I swear to
I'm just going to
God,
put that one
Jesus
out there.
Christ.
That's
Like, and
true.
then there are some
That's
people
true.
that just want to marry someone because they want to
No,
see a
no,
baby
you know
mama.
what? Actually, please, before we even, as you just talked about kids, right? So I
Yeah,
work in pediatrics,
yeah.
and when I tell you that I have met kids from, oh, oh my Lord, if you are not ready for kids, please do not even just uh, don't even think about the word CH or K. Don't or KIDS. Don't even think about it. Somebody talks about kids, just walk the other way. Because the amount of damaged kids that we have now,
Do
Yeah,
you
yeah,
the amount of
understand?
kids that
yeah,
are severely traumatized by being in households where
yeah.
parents were not ready to be
Mm-hmm.
parents. And then you have babies having babies. Now, these kids have gone to a point where you cannot repair them.
Yeah,
They
yeah,
keep bouncing from foster home to foster home, and it's not doing their behavior any good. They just keep getting worse, worse, worse because every foster
It's
home they go to,
getting
they experience. And sometimes these kids are put in foster homes that are not even good for them because then they
yeah.
get abused, they encounter all types of characters, all types of personalities. At the end of the day, at the end of the day, is either they end up in jail or they die. They do
Yeah,
something and then they die.
exactly.
Yeah. So
So what you're
I
saying is that
it's
don't create a dysfunctional
please
family.
don't create because
Yeah,
that's where I feel like
much
it's
as you
to me it's a
can.
big sin because these kids didn't do anything to you.
They didn't ask to
Some
be
of
born.
yeah, they didn't ask to be born. Some of these women think, okay, if I have the child for this guy, I can tie him down. I'll be able to get child support, I'll be able to get money off this guy. Kids are not weapons. If you want to have a kid because you want to be a mom, you want to be a dad, you want to be a parent, you want to bring life into this world. Like you are dedicated to it, not
Yeah, but
because
some people are even too dedicated to it. Like
Oh,
that's the reason not to get married to someone.
yeah,
oh,
For instance, me,
and then
come.
they
I
end
have
up
one of my own
yeah.
Balayo,
birthday
Balayo,
questions. They always start.
slow
Yeah.
down. Your point now, I want you to explain. Some people are too dedicated to it. That's another issue, right?
Yes, like that's the reason they want to get married. I have people that during like our first beginning talking stages, I talking about you want me to born for you from where to where. Excuse me.
So it's the
So what
social
if
media
no?
life.
What if I
No, it's
cannot
social
even
media
do it?
lifestyle they see.
What if my body cannot like? What if let's assume because there are different things actually. There's a possibility that I don't want to have. That's one. There's also a possibility that okay, I can be trying for years. I'm not saying that's what it's up my portion, but my point is that
Amen. It
people
will be a
struggle with
portion.
different
Amen.
things,
Amen.
right? It happens that your partner cannot actually birth a child for you. Are you going to dump the person because of that? Like, do you know what I mean? Like, these
Yeah,
are things
yeah,
Yeah,
that
yeah.
me like. Okay, what if it cannot happen for me? What are you going to do then?
I thought
yeah.
I thought when you said in another view, I thought when you said some people are too dedicated to it also, you mean when the kids are around, they are also too dedicated that they left the
The
maybe
partner.
themselves out, that they don't even
Mm-hmm.
have a personality anymore. Do you, if you know what I mean?
Now I'm talking for
Yeah.
another day now.
Yeah, that's even
Now
another aspect where
for
they
another
forget
day.
about their lives. All their lives
Yeah, and they live their lives for their kids.
revolved around their
Now
kids
and
and
day.
their
There's
partner.
a
They forget
question for
about
you
their
guys.
partners.
There's a question for you guys before we go.
Okay.
It says, I said, hello, smart women. From the place of reality, what do you think would be obtainable as regards cultural values of a Nigerian woman in the nearest future?
Question is which kind
Sorry, who is
this
this person?
this
So wait, no,
see.
wait,
Okay,
let me understand.
you
Wait, so
What
let
do
me
you think
understand
would be?
you, right?
What do you think would be?
let me
It's in
see.
the comment section though.
Yeah,
It said,
I'm,
it
I'm
Can't
seeing
even
says,
see my comments.
from the place of reality, what do you think would be obtainable as regards
it.
cultural values of a Nigerian woman in the
I
nearest
think
future?
you just pick culture that makes sense. That's it. That logic like
That's
I don't
actually broad.
think
What do you mean
it's
culture?
broad like
Because
I said, which
in
culture
Nigeria, right,
you can choose now.
culture differs in Nigeria.
Yeah,
So
different
what
places,
is,
different
yeah, what is acceptable in one
villages.
culture is not acceptable in the other,
I agree.
right?
I agree with you.
So that's actually hard to answer because again, we have so many ethnic groups and so many languages, and then women are
Mm-hmm.
taught differently. Even in the north, it's different
I
from
think
how women are taught in the
but
southeast,
that one also
southwest. Very
today.
different. So when
So
you say that, you're saying as a whole, as a Nigerian woman, I'm sorry, that's
why is
please
this
rephrase
question
that
to
question.
women first of all?
That
For Nigerian man, oh,
you need to rephrase that question.
it's
I don't
like
think the
you
person
guys
is
keep
phrasing that question
excusing me.
correctly.
You keep excusing. You say Nigerian the men who are which are even the more badly behaved gender.
But now, they here now, well, I take on this, you know.
No, and now why if you talk about because now we dey experience the bad character from that end now. So if you talk about
God,
this thing,
God.
No,
you
because
don't
I
or you
honestly,
can
I wish
even
whoever
talk
asked
about
that question, yeah, I wish I could answer your question, but your
then
question is really,
you
really
can be
broad, and
ask this
you need to narrow it down to be more specific, and maybe you need to rephrase that
Well,
and ask it again because
in my point of view, I will just tell this person that just like what China Achebe says in one of his theses I read, he said, what we are doing, and that's what is happening right now. We're experiencing cultural relationship, or however we put it, we're exporting our culture, many cultures being infused together. So just take what is positive in your culture, drop the negative ones, and
exactly.
merge it with the positive culture,
But then again,
and drop
that's
the
very
negative ones. And
like
that's
that.
what is going to better
What
but
humanity.
that's still
what
relative
is positive
because
but not positive to you?
yeah,
That's
you see
another thing.
what I mean. That's why I said that question. You need to rephrase it. If you're saying if you take the cultural aspect and say what ho- how should a woman, a Nigerian woman, behave? Something's wrong with you because if you're saying how should a Nigerian woman behave, there's nothing like how should a Nigerian woman behave.
Mm.
It should be whoever you're
But
dealing with
it
should
just
just
sounds
hope and
very
pray that their
sounds
character and their
misogyny,
values align with yours. That's what
Mhm.
it is.
it's
Have that
giving
conversation. Yeah, because the more you get to know people, the more you know if their values, their character, things they believe in, their beliefs align with yours. If
because
align with yours,
everybody wants
perfect.
that man to bend until their back breaks.
You know, a woman who is struggling
Uh,
and suffering is sorry, a woman who
and
is
an Nigerian
suffering with you
suffer
is
pass.
regarded as a strong woman in Nigeria. We're suffering and
Can't
you're keeping quiet.
see
You know, you're taking all the BS. You are a
like
strong woman. You
strong
know, no matter what relations,
break
in-laws do to
back.
you, husband do to you, you are a
Beg.
strong woman. You take it, you shut up, you swallow it, and you keep going. You are a strong woman. You're very
What's the opinion that
useless.
everybody
Okay,
should just
very
that was and unfortunately everybody can have sense. Like let's just be
no.
logical. Like do what makes sense, but I guess there's no obtainable any nearest. When the future comes, we'll see what plays out.
Right now, the future is blank. Let me just tell you.
Yes,
Yeah,
exactly.
because nobody knows. Now we have robots who are replacing human beings. What are you talking
Bro,
about? Look, people might be dating robots in
you
the
don't
next future.
understand.
You don't
Who
know.
knows? Maybe
You also,
it's
as
even
much, I'm
himself.
telling
You know
you,
this
because
this thing, Dana. What you just said now is very scary. I swear, and it
it is.
is the truth.
Do you see
People,
how life like this these
yeah, it
robots
is
are?
very
Bro,
scary. I swear. I've thought about it, and
it's actually scary. It's scary because these robots can wipe out
Wipe
human
out
race.
before you know it now.
no,
Men and women, they will not
you,
even
you,
need us.
you don't get. Rolayo, to be
Yeah,
honest with you, if we had alien invasion right now and aliens
yeah.
come to this earth
Mm-hmm.
and say that they want to believe amidst us, blah blah, do you know that we're still going to have such intermarriage, like alien marrying?
It's
It's
men
going
that
to
will
happen.
start
100%.
because they can be very twisted.
Ghana,
Ah,
just
No,
God.
very
I'm telling you.
far.
I'm telling you.
Ah, God.
They can be very
Dana, you just
twisted.
complain about
Like that.
gender war.
Just
You are the
No,
one
no,
picking the
no.
first line.
I have no. There's a reasoning behind it because
Okay.
a lot of these robots, right? You're making the female versions, and you're making them very appealing. Who do you think they are making
female,
them very attractive to? Who do
exactly.
you think their target market
But
is?
there are
Who
male
do you
faction.
think
But wait,
when
wait,
they
there are male
No,
robots too.
no. It's not like
forget about
it's
the male robots are they want to use
I'm
them for
sure
manual labor. I'm just telling you,
it's
most
not
of
like
them will be used for in factories. But you see, the female robots, why do you think they're creating them, and why do you think they're making them look very
look
attractive?
a certain
They're making them
way.
look
Exactly.
very, very lifelike, like women,
Wow.
very pretty and
You can't
attractive
You have
compare
a
women. Their
point. You have a
markets,
female.
point, though.
yeah.
It's true.
Why do you think they're doing that?
It's true.
Because they know men will buy it,
Men.
and these men will
Hmm.
buy it, and
Well, I am big. We are no big. Well, I am big.
Babe,
they will buy it and they will
thing
keep it,
goes.
and then they know they will tell their
See,
friends their experiences with it. Their friends will go ahead and
the
also buy it and
men
portray it,
we
and they will
get
tell their
standard
friends,
life.
you don't even need a
Life
woman, this
is
robot can
crazy.
do this and this for you, and then that's it. They have a market. But
Exactly.
that's why I said the future right now is blank. We don't know what's going to
Yeah,
happen.
Wow.
you don't
Even
know.
on
Plays out.
women's side or men's side, we really don't know. And I'm not attacking
Someone
any
said, hold on, I just saw a comment. Someone said men are attached to looks. You think women are not attached to looks?
side. Women are attached
You know,
to
you see people keep making excuses for men. Actually, let me. I'm going to this live is going to be a bit longer than I planned it. I gotta talk about this now. As this person just because it
I
reminds
see
me.
the comments, so
No,
why can't I see the
it
comments?
reminds me of when they say, "Oh, men cheat because they are very visual." Men cheat because they are cheats and they lack
Yeah.
discipline.
Yes, they like discipline. That's what
Even
it
the
is.
ones that you think are not attractive have men, at least more than one man on her case. She can pick and choose to do whatever she wants to do.
Yeah.
But people, they're those that go chasing after what is not chasing you, looking for waiting no loss. So like all
Yeah,
these
because that's lack of discipline.
excuse me, like we attach to looks too, very much so. Like no like better thing. So
Let me tell you
it's
something
not
that
about
men don't seem to understand,
see
right?
if,
They'll be like, okay, men are very
this
visual
Aaron,
creatures.
what's this guy's name?
So
Aaron Pierre's video now that's like see
why do you think
women
women are
like
drooling over that
this.
guy?
Do you know how my explore page is filled with Aaron Pierre? That's
Yeah,
what
that's what
guy
faster.
I click on. Aaron Pierre. I'm like, okay, they know. But funny enough, I'm not watching those videos. As annoyed as I am that those things are pay on my this thing. But I find myself still watching
The video
it
over and over again. Yeah,
because
but
it
I
looks
think we're
good.
both visual. I feel like we're both visual creatures. People always say like men are
Very,
visual creatures, they're
very,
attracted to what they see. Women are
very, very.
attracted to what
You
they
know what
see.
goes down for a
Women will
female
stay for
as
what
women.
you have, right? In terms of character, and then you can say maybe some women that will place money over it and say, okay,
Yeah,
but a
yeah,
woman will be attracted by what she sees first and what she
100%.
smells. And what she smells, what she smells,
But
let's also say that. Because let me tell you something. A man might look good, smell horrible.
yeah,
That's it for me. That's it for me.
yeah,
But if I
yeah,
see you,
dirty
right,
nails,
you look good, yeah, and then you
all those.
smell good.
Yeah, you guys take care of
I
yourselves.
want to know
Personal
you.
grooming, very, very, very. I said it in the beginning, but I'm going to
I
say it again. It's very, very
want to know
important.
you.
It's just
You can't have body odor, mouth odor, and then you're talking to me and saying that, oh, it's
if
never
you
gonna
your
happen.
teeth, thin plaque, you see thick plaque that if you use the hammer to hit it, that nail self you bend. Did you be brushing your teeth? Eh? Like
Oh, God.
It's very important.
Oh, good.
It's very, very important. It's the very least you can do for yourself. It's not even just in regards to relationship. In general, in life, at your workplace, if you look good, if you look smart and everything, people say your customers, your clients say go regard you in a certain way. So
Yeah.
take care of
Yeah,
your.
but yeah, no. So, but men also need to understand that as much as we can throw shade on men and throw shade on baddies, there are still good people out there.
No,
There are people
100%.
who are good,
Yeah.
right?
I always say
So,
it. I married one, and I'm lucky. And
Uh-huh.
with what you just said right now,
oh, look at
honestly, with what
Super.
you just said right now, I'm gonna make sure I keep my be like say the dating culture now. I don't want to go
no,
there again. I take
but you
a
know,
break.
dating
Boy,
people is
not in the
shit. I'm not even joking. And
don't
then
go
all
there.
Eh?
people who are married or have very good relationships, they don't know what God has done for them
Man.
because
Ah,
then they mess it up and they go out and they see that is this how life is now? Is this what
hmm.
we are dealing with? And
Yeah.
then you're trying to get what you lost back.
Let me
No.
thank you.
Uh,
And that I've had in my own experience. I've had people that have played with me and that till date they are trying to think that something can happen. Nothing. You've lost your chance. Like
And that's it.
and for
no
and
That's
for
second
me,
it.
chance.
before I lock
Rolayo,
up, yeah.
no second chance with you.
No,
Not even the person.
I'm getting somewhere. I'm saying that before I lock up, I don't give you chance.
Yeah,
It's
she has given
just
me
one time
chances.
I lock up and I'm like, okay, no, like obviously now, like
Yeah,
people
and
make
that's the
mistakes.
thing with good women, right?
People
And people
make
don't
mistakes.
understand.
Do you
A
understand?
good woman, yeah, I understand. Yeah,
From the
exactly.
moment
People make mistakes. A
I
good man will
lock up,
give you
there's
chances, right?
nothing in
But
this
a
life that
woman would
call
check out
God.
emotionally from you
Nothing.
before she even makes that move to leave.
Mm-hmm.
So when she finally makes that move to leave, she has checked out a long time ago.
No, some
But
women
she was still
that
waiting.
have
She was just still waiting to see.
not me.
And maybe you might just
Like
do something so
myself.
small and then that's it. She's gone. And you'd be like, oh, no, because like what Roleo said, you ruin your
Because you guys
relationship
like
for
to play with
something,
it, to
yeah,
be
for something
honest.
so
Most of the
silly or
time.
for something that will last for how many seconds or how many minutes. And then you think, okay, you can mess with people. And I don't understand why people get that. It's not right. If you know you can't be satisfied with one woman,
This
right? Please, you
single,
have
you
no
know your life.
exactly, and
Nobody's gonna
nobody
hold
will hate you
you,
for
bro.
it. Nobody will hold you for it. But
Like
don't go into relationships or commitments or marriages and then play with other people's emotion, play with other people's feelings because those things affect people in the long run mentally. It will
does
kill
not affect
somebody's
me
trust.
mentally. Let me just put it out
No,
there.
but I'm saying
No, but
like
it affects some people
for every experience,
mentally.
you know,
Sure, they feel
like
they
for
watch now,
it's
they feel
like
like say everything they do now, they affect me mental. I'm okay.
no, I
Very
mean
okay.
like
No,
so
I
what
get
I'm
your
trying
point, but
what I
I'm
mean,
just putting out
no,
a
I know,
disclaimer.
but what I mean is like if somebody messes with me now, right? The
Yeah.
next person I deal with, my eyes will be more open than it was before
Yeah.
because I'll
Not
be like,
necessarily for
and I'm not
me.
going to take this.
My eyes are always
Me, I'll be like,
open.
I'm not going to take this, and I'll be more aware of your movement. If I see like you're
I
already
know
making some
I'm always
certain kind
aware.
of signs,
Even in
you know,
friendships, like in general, I'm
or
very
even
observant
friendships,
of
yeah,
people. Very, very observant of
yeah,
people.
Well, thank you
So it
yeah.
very
So
much.
won't make me any
Uh,
more observant. I'll just
like
still be
like
my
like
same, give
you
you a
guys
chance to express yourself. And when you fuck up, no problem.
like you guys
I'll move
said,
accordingly. Yeah.
to be honest, I left you to do your thing. From 30 minutes I
Yeah.
promised you. I took my hands off because you were the one
It's
enjoying the
nice. I
conversation,
never even
and
checked that.
and it has extended beyond that.
what's time? Like five? Is it five
And
sixteen your time?
I I enjoyed it
16.
because
Yeah.
6:16.
you gave
It's
me good
eleven
content.
sixteen. My time.
You gave me content so
Mm.
that someone actually also requested to join. He wanted to come, but I wouldn't accept that, Kenny, because it was a
Because
pre-planned
of
thing,
time.
and
Mm.
I wouldn't bring someone that is strange. I gave them my word.
No, I
It's
don't
just
even.
there.
Funny enough, if you had time, if there was time, I don't even mind it. I don't mind talking to you.
Actually, this was time. I don't mind
I know,
bringing
Just the
somebody
time
because I really want
thing.
to
If
hear.
not,
I
I
would
really
love
don't
to hear
mind.
their point of view. Yeah,
I know.
because I want
Exactly.
to see
Like
whether
But
I'm
their
very
point
open
of
no,
view is
to listening
archaic
to
or
different points.
something like yeah.
well,
Uh,
I want to appreciate you guys personally because, like I said, I do not have the right in any way to say that I've got my claws around anybody's head. Am I mad? Who am I? I'm just leveraging on the contacts and intelligent people that I have in my corners, like you. Even though I'm trying to build something, I understand the fact that people that are showing me love, like you, giving me time, I cannot overestimate or underestimate it. It's just for me to appreciate you guys and say thank you so much for saying yes to this. Diana, I owe you one because you gave me a yes and you woke up from your sleep. It's 11,
Hey,
it's 11 p.m.
it's allowed.
That time.
Me
That's crazy.
way
I'm
join
coming
live
to you, Rola, you're waiting. I'm
from
coming to
hey,
you. I
excuse
beg.
me,
I pick up. I don't start
excuse
with Rola.
me, Hello.
Skip that, Rolaya, I
Me
beg.
that
I want
I
you to
was
know.
prompt.
Wait now.
Hey.
Wait, I think God beg.
That
I
I
still
wasn't
come to
on.
you.
Honestly, you need to
I
give it
hope
to
you know
Rolaya.
me
Rolaya
fine.
was here.
Consider
I
you
know I was
Dana
saving
won.
the
But
best
I'm
for the
getting the
last, Rolaya. I
continue.
was saving
It's
the
all right.
best for the last.
Guru.
So
I know
I
my
just
I'm just
needed to take I, just, I needed to take down that part. Rolaya, special thanks to you. I remember when Rolaya was telling me how she was stuck in traffic, blah blah blah, and how busy her schedule was and everything.
Where did you go?
And
It's still on Sunday. I'm sorry.
Me? No, I came back from work this morning. I'm
Oh,
tired.
okay.
she she's that supportive, and I appreciate you, Rolaya.
Well, she's an amazing person.
I do not take
Thank
this
you.
granted. I appreciate it. And I'm going to edit this. It will be on YouTube and it will be on Spotify. I'll share you the links and you can feel free
Okay.
to share with your contact.
All
The
right.
most important thing is that I'm building my podcast in a way that is unique. I just want it to be for the people, with the people, not this conventional style of bringing celebrities. We're still going to have that phase of bringing celebrities and all, but this
Yeah.
right now we want to talk about things
I
that
may be
affect us as a
celebrities
people.
tomorrow.
What is it?
Actually,
You never know. You never
you
know.
don't know.
You
Yeah,
never know.
yeah. So, but thank you so much. Thank you
You're welcome. Thanks for
so
having
very much. I
us.
You're
appreciate it.
welcome. It's been a pleasure.
I'll keep in touch and I'll send you the link.
Right.
Do you have any lasting word before we leave?
So what I'm just going to say is there's no difference between Baddie, SlayMama, SlayQueens. You all are all the same. You're on the same WhatsApp group, stop between yourselves. Um, number two, for the young ladies that are coming up, I would say focus on yourselves, know what you're good at, work on being the best version of yourself. And if you meet people, if you get relationships and it works out for you, fine. If it doesn't, that's fine. You move on with your life.
All right,
Don't be too
Pelayo.
hard on yourself.
Okay, Pelayo. Any parting
Me,
words?
I didn't consider last words to be honest, but yeah, I should have thought about that.
Love her, liar,
But anyway, Sha, what I'll just say is me, I'm a big advocate of like being yourself, being true to yourself, right? Not being influenced by outside noise in whatever form, right? Because Diana, you know me very, very well. You made it to an extent, you know me too, based
Yeah,
on the
yes.
years we put together. No, nothing can influence. Like you cannot. I'm going to do what I want to do. Do you understand?
Yep,
And guess what? It has worked out for me so far.
it
Right, as long as
has.
you stay true to yourself. So people like just stay true to yourselves, man. As long as you're not harming anybody or hurting anybody, stay true to yourself. That's all I have to say. That's it.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much from the
Welcome.
amazing, beautiful Rolaya and Diana. Thank you
Thank
so
you for having
much.
me.
You're
Bye.
welcome.
Cheers.
Bye.
Bye.